With inundated roads, crumbling drainage infrastructure, is the city prepared to handle the monsoon? Now, this is the question asked prior to every monsoon. Since 2018, 119 people have died due to rain-related deaths in the city. From devastating flash floods to waterlogging, the condition of Bengaluru's drainage infrastructure has been exposed with the recent spell of rains. And the very first rain-related death was reported yesterday at KR Circle. A 22-year-old woman IT professional died after her vehicle got trapped and drowned at a flooded underpass. The Karnataka State Natural Disaster Monitoring Center recently reported that even 1 centimeter of rain can cause flooding in some parts of the city. Now, this report sent to the BBMP identified 226 locations which are prone to flooding during rainfall. The BBMP has claimed that they have fixed 70% of the spots mentioned in this report. However, netizens are of the opinion that this is just the beginning of what is yet to come. So why does Bengaluru witness flooding and waterlogging at the hint of a rainfall? Bengaluru's transformation from the green city to the Silicon Valley seems to be the reason. Concrete replaced green spaces and construction over the edges of lakes blocks off the connecting canals known as the Rajakaluways. This further limits the city's capacity to absorb and siphon off water.
There are three major valleys, that is the Vrishbhavati, the Hebbal Valley and the Koramangala Chelagatta, KC Valley. So these are the three valleys, and because of this, most of the rainwater used to enter into the lakes, water bodies and ponds all along the course of this valley. But now what has happened is we have encroached all these areas and we have built on most of these rainwater inlet channels, and we have covered it. Only in some places we have just left it because there is a strict warning and people are not supposed to do any construction activities there. So now obviously wherever this rainwater used to earlier enter the ponds and fill up these lakes and ponds, it is now going into the homes because we have constructed homes or commercial complexes or either bus stands or railway station, whatever it is.
The reason the city is getting flooded every monsoon and every cyclone is poor planning. And when you know that the city is growing like this, the infrastructure, particularly the drainage system, should have been fixed. So these Rajakaluways, in addition to being built on top of, we've also very recently cemented and paved the Rajakaluways. So there is no way the water is going to drain into the ground, right?
So these natural drainages have to be studied and protected. So if these drainages are not protected and disturbed and cut off, the water is going to stagnate in those areas. So if the public, if you have to create awareness amongst the public, then there has to be a huge public campaign.
In terms of how do we solve the problem, it is high time we implement the 73rd and the 74th Amendment, because we all saw that during the pandemic, it was at the local level people found solutions, whether it was finding a bed or medicine or food. It was at the local level, at the street level people came together, right? So it is at the ward level that we need to solve this problem. If every ward committee is made functional and ward committee meetings are held regularly, people's voices are heard, and then a vulnerability and a risk mapping needs to be done at the ward level. Every time a new government comes, we are only having a quick fix solution, which is a band-aid solution, and that just breaks, and that is not going to solve the problem.
This is Afreen Hussain and you're watching India Today SoSouth.